What if you could win at anything you tried? We're going to the Golden State, where I'll blow your mind with the way to always win at Tic-Tac-Toe.
No way!
Then I'm busting this game wide open and taking down balloon darts at the Florida State Fair.
Yeah!
Next, I'll pull back the curtain to a nasty scam and reveal the secrets to Razzle Dazzle. That's special, sir, because now you're playing for 2 prizes. And we'll head to a college town where I drop a dime and let you win on this can't-miss bar game. Let's see if we can do it. My name is Sal Piacente, and I know every con in the book. People hire me to show them how to spot a hustle. From coast to coast, I'll break down and reveal how to win at games, contests, and tricks. From the boardwalk to the carnival, I've got all the angles. Game on, America. The games begin in the Golden State. Chrissy Field in San Francisco connects 3 of the most iconic views of the city: the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, and the skyline. And we're here to reconnect with one of the first games anyone learns to play, Tic-Tac-Toe. You might have stopped playing this game as a kid, but you might want to pick it up again, because I'm going to show you a way to win every time. The basics are easy. 9 boxes, X's and O's. The first play to get 3 in a row, straight or diagonal, wins. Simple enough, but you still need a plan. Let's see. First off, it's better to be the one to start. That way, you've got 5 turns instead of 4, and it means you get to be on the offensive. So which square's the best? You've got 3 choices: center, middle edge, or corner. Most everyone starts in the center, and guess what? They're wrong. So here's the big tip. Start in the corner. Watch. You start with your X in the corner. If they take the opposite middle edge, go in the corner below. They'll have no choice but to block you, and boom, grab this corner, and you've got 2 ways to win. Try it again. If they counter with a corner, you take another corner, they block, you grab the last corner, and you get 2 ways to win. And if they take the center, you take the opposite corner. If they go corner again, you block and have 2 ways to win again. But what if their second move is middle edge? Well, then you're gonna end up in a tie. And you know me, I don't like to settle for a tie. So here's a fun twist you could try with your friends that will always get you a win. This is getting boring. You wanna make it interesting?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm willing to bet you I could predict what the board would look like on the next game before we even play it.
No way.
You don't think so?
No.
If you do the math, there are 362,880 possible ways those X's and O's could end up. But I'm going to show you how to predict the exact combination every single time. Okay, here's my prediction.
Okay.
Let's play a game. Now, for this particular game, you got to start in the center.
Did you mess up your game?
I think so.
Uh-oh. I'm going to block you.
Totally different.
Was it really?
Yeah, but thank God I compensated for it.
No. Oh, come on!
How do you do that?
You want to go one more time, double nothing?
Fine.
Do it.
How did I do it? The pattern goes like this: OXO, OXX, XOX. Check this out. You start with an X in the center.
I'm going to go up here.
If the other player comes back with the middle edge, you go for the square that's counterclockwise. If they play a corner, you play the square clockwise to it.
You're going to win anyway.
I think I won that one.
Yeah, I think you did too.
Counter to every move like this, and the game will always end up the same way. Only one thing: the direction might change. So take a second to decide which way to spin it before you reveal your prediction. Do we get it?
What? No way!
So remember, if they put it in the corner, you respond clockwise. If they go with a middle edge, you go counterclockwise. That'll always lead you to the same fail-safe pattern of X's and O's. Take care, guys.
Wait a minute.
It's been fun.
You just turned the paper sideways. Man. He did, yeah, he totally did. Can't believe that.
The fun and games continue as we hit Tampa, Florida. The Florida State Fair has been around for over a century. And on the largest independent midway in the country, there are plenty of games giving you the opportunity to take home a prize. And if you want to increase your chances to win one of these stuffed animals, I've got the game for you: balloon darts. It's a fairly simple game, but there's no room for error. With a little help from me, this game will give you the best bang for your buck. There are lots of variations of this game, including the cubbyhole version, which has balloons in a box. But the most popular version of balloon darts is the wall version, where balloons are tied to a wall and they're all different sizes.
Whenever you're ready. All right.
So I'm gonna go first?
Yeah.
You get 3 darts for $5.
Nice.
Awesome.
Getting one can be easy, but you gotta pop 3 balloons to win the prize.
That's right. 1 out of 3.
It's okay.
Don't worry, I'm gonna show you a way to burst those balloons every time. Hold on, guys. The only thing I noticed going bust around here are you two. Would you mind if I give you a couple of pointers on how to beat this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
The first thing you gotta do when stepping up to this game is find the easiest balloons to pop. Take a look. Can you tell which of these balloons will burst best? Once you know the secret, they'll be easy to spot. It's game on at the Florida State Fair, and I'm about to help these two study up for this pop quiz on balloon darts.
1 out of 3.
Where for $5 you get 3 darts and need to pop 3 balloons. Would you mind if I give you a couple of pointers on how to beat this game?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's my first tip. Before you throw, you gotta pick the proper popper. So look for the shine. Look at that red balloon, nice and shiny. That balloon is brand new, it's ready to pop. Why? It's filled with more air. Look at the green one. Chances are good, you don't hit it with any force, it's not gonna pop. And how can I be so sure? The air pressure inside a fully expanded balloon is higher than the air pressure around it. Just 0.2% higher to be exact, which is enough to make that skin tight and poppable. But blow it up halfway, no pressure, no pop. Those dull, faded ones have been dangling there for days. They've lost air and will be harder to pop. But that shiny new one is filled with air and ready to go. So pick up your dart and get ready to pop. Now that you know which balloon to choose, my next tip will tell you where to aim that dart. All projectiles, darts, cannonballs, even bullets, always fly in a downward curved path. This path is called a parabolic curve. This happens because no matter how much force something is propelled with, gravity will always pull its path downward over time and distance. So with a dart, if you aim directly at your target balloon, you're probably missing low. But why fight gravity when you can use it to your advantage? Aim a little bit above your target and have your dart arc down into it. If I wanted that red balloon, the nice shiny one, I'm gonna aim right above it and let it go right into it. This is the same technique tournament dart players use to score big. Aim a few inches above your target balloon and release your dart with a slight flick of the wrist. If you do it right, that tip will score a direct hit and that balloon won't stand a chance. But there's a catch. You gotta knock out 3 balloons and they only give you 3 darts. So here's what you do. Don't feel the need to stand in place. Instead, move right in front of your target and pop that sucker. When they put the 3 darts in front of you, people automatically assume you have to stay here. You don't. Find the 3 shiniest balloons and get in front of them. I like that red one. I'm not gonna throw on the side and go for it. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna step right in front of it. Goes right into it.
Nice.
Now let's see how you do. I'm gonna buy a round. Win that prize. Remember, the shinier, the better.
Yeah.
Aim slightly above your target and flick your dart with a slight lob.
Nice.
Now which one are you gonna go for?
That pink one right there.
And where are you gonna step? Right in front of
right
it.
in front of it.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah.
Got it. All right, which one do you want?
I want the dog. Winner, winner, winner. Woo!
Excellent.
Thanks.
Good luck to both of you.
Thanks.
My pleasure. Today's midways are filled with games that take skill to win and a few that are left totally to chance. But back in the day, midways and boardwalks also had some games that were straight up cons. And one game still pops up, even though it's been outlawed. This game is called Razzle Dazzle, and it's been bad news for years. I've set up my own booth to show you how easy it is to get taken by this game. 5 points. But beware, Razzle has recently been showing up on the streets of New Orleans and in the back rooms of New York City. These guys are playing for real money looking for a huge prize. But don't worry, after I teach you and them a lesson, I'll give them their cash back. For $1, you roll 8 marbles into a box with 120 holes. Each hole has a number value printed on it. You add up the total of your roll and find that number on this chart, which gives you a corresponding number of points. If you keep paying, you can keep rolling. And your points keep adding up.
Let's add them up.
Get to 50 points and you can win a prize worth hundreds of dollars.
TV, sir, $1.
But here's the problem. When you're playing Razzle, it's virtually impossible to win.
30 is nothing.
You need to get to 50 points to win. You can even do it in one roll with any of these 4 numbers. But the only way to make these numbers is to roll mostly 1s and 6s. But there are fewer 1s and 6s on the board than the other numbers. With so few 1s and 6s, the odds are stacked against you. How long of a shot is it? The odds of rolling one of the 50-point numbers? Well over 4 billion to 1. But say you're the type who'll keep paying and keep rolling, adding up your scores until you get to 50. Good luck. Over 2/3 of the board are 3s and 4s. And most of the numbers that are made from 3s and 4s net you 0 or only a half point. Do the math, and it'll take you over 6,000 turns to get to 50 points. And if one of these guys is willing to spend over $6,000, he can have the $800 TV.
For $1, you have a chance of winning a television, an iPad, iPhone. $1, sir. Take it up and roll them.
But real con men don't even want you to have a slim chance of winning. So they make sure you have no chance.
Just shake it up and just roll it right on.
I know every con in the book, and it's game on as I'm about to break down and reveal this classic hustle called Razzle Dazzle. This guy just rolled 8 marbles into this numbered board.
Okay, that's 6, 12.
His roll tally 44. Now we'll look at this chart and see how many points that equals. 50 gets him any prize he wants.
And how many points do you receive for 44, sir?
25 points.
25, wow. Only these 50 points, you're halfway there.
In one roll, this guy's halfway to winning that TV. So why aren't I worried? Because I gave him that number. I want him to get halfway there on the first roll, and here's how I did it. Watch when I pick up his first 2 marbles. I add them correctly.
6, 12, 20.
Then I speed up for the next few. That's where the con is. He actually rolled a 28, which gives him 0 points, but I gave him a 44. By the time his eyes catch up to what I'm doing, I'm picking up his last marble. That's when I slow down and add that number for real.
40 and 4 is 44.
That way, he thinks my math is on the up and up. Besides, this guy's already picturing himself in front of that 47-inch TV, so he's barely paying attention to my math.
Great, let's try it again.
15 and 4 is 19. Ooh, 19 is a half a point, sir.
And after I give him the first 25 points, he's hooked. So I just have to keep him on the line and get as much money as I can.
32 and 4 is 36. 36 is a half point. Let's add them up together.
And just in case someone gets suspicious, I'll let them count for themselves.
15, 26. It's a half point.
After all, they'll never reach 50. And if the mark starts losing interest, no problem.
15, 20, 24, 24 and 5 is 29, sir. That's a special number. That's called the added prize, sir. Now you're playing for 2 prizes.
Did you catch what happened? I gave him 29, which makes him think he now has a chance to win 2 prizes.
It's going to cost you another $1.
But really, all it did was double his cost.
$2, sir, for next roll. No points, sir.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I could just keep adding prizes to raise the cost of each roll.
So now you're playing for 3 prizes, sir.
So before he knows it, he's dropped some serious cash.
Okay. 40 gives you 2 points. That brings you up to 46 and a half points, sir. 3.5 more points, everything is yours, sir.
Clean me out. I dropped $100. I think I'm done. I appreciate it.
Of course, I didn't really keep his money.
If you ever see Razzle, don't be fooled. Keep your money and walk on by.
Now it's time to saddle up and head to the capital of Texas, Austin. A great place to go bar hopping on the famed 6th Street because it's loaded with choices. And like any decision in life, there are always pros and cons, either ors.
What's going on, ladies?
That's that party.
Or if you're a bride-to-be, I do or don't. Here we go. Just for you ladies, I'm gonna do something. Right now, I'm about to play a little Jedi mind trick with this bachelorette party called The Force. You're the bride, write your name on that line. Okay, put it right here, open your hand, and we're gonna put your card right here. Hold on to that tight.
Got it.
Name the 4 suits in a deck of cards.
Hearts, spades, diamonds, and clubs.
Out of those 4, name 2.
Hearts and spades.
Hearts and spades. That leaves me with diamonds and clubs. Out of diamonds and clubs, pick one. Diamonds and clubs.
Diamonds.
That leaves me with clubs. Remember clubs.
Got it.
Name 5 numbers from 1 to 10.
5, 7, 2, and 3.
That's good. 2, 3, 5, 7. Name 2 of those numbers.
5 and 2.
That leaves me with the 3 and the 7. Out of 3 and 7, pick one.
7.
7, and what suit do we get? Clubs? 7 of clubs, picked totally at random. We're gonna turn to that piece of paper, and the 7 of clubs will be written right where your name is. Abby? So how did I get that answer, the correct one, onto the back of her card? Well, first, before I even bumped into this party, I wrote down the 7 of clubs, which I forced them to guess.
How'd you know we were gonna say 7 clubs?
Good question. Okay. Now I'm gonna make you pick a 10 of hearts. Watch how I force you right into it. Name the 4 suits.
Hearts, diamonds, clubs, spades.
Out of those 4, name 2.
Spades and clubs.
I say that leaves me with hearts and diamonds. Out of hearts and diamonds, name 1.
Diamonds.
That leaves me with hearts. Hearts is your card. Then I do the same thing with the numbers. And if they pick the suit or number that I want, I just give it to them. Out of 3 and 7, pick one.
7.
7, and which suit do we get? Clubs? 7 of clubs, picked totally at random. If you know what you want someone to guess, you could force them to get there simply by directing them down the path. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have a great day and enjoy the rest of it. Now let's head to New Brunswick, New Jersey, home of Rutgers University. Near the campus in the northern part of town, you'll find some fun watering holes. One of my favorites is the Harvest Moon Brewery and Cafe and their huge selection of craft beers. Tonight, while sipping on a brew, I'm gonna play a game I like to call Dime Shot. We're gonna play a little game. I have a shot of whiskey here, okay? The question is this: how many dimes do you think I could put into that glass before any liquid overflows? And let's make this more interesting. Just write down your prediction on that piece of paper. Each one of you. What do you think? How many dimes before it overflows? This guy thinks 5, she thinks 5, and the other woman is guessing 10. She thinks a buck in dimes will fit into that glass. We'll see, and I'm gonna write mine. I don't want to influence you or them, so I'll share my guess later. Now, as I drop the dimes into the glass, if I reach your number, turn it over.
Okay.
Closest one to getting it right wins, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's see.
It's 1.
1. Here we go. Let's see how you do. It's game on in New Brunswick, New Jersey with a bar game I call Dime Shot. I have a fistful of dimes and a shot of whiskey. The question is, how many dimes can I put into this glass before it overflows? These 3 and me each wrote down our predictions. The closest wins. I'm not gonna share what I think, but these 2 chose 5 and she thinks 10. What do you think? Less? More? You ready?
Yes.
Let's see.
It's 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 away from eliminating these 2. 5.
I'm out.
5 is out.
I'm out. Oh, that means
2
I have
5
a
is me and you.
chance.
2 down, 1 to go.
6.
Usually when I play, people pick between 4 and 6. 7? You're not out yet? Okay. 7? 10's pretty high. Let's see how long she stays alive. 9.
Yeah.
And this, let's see, let's go. 10. She's out. So all 3 are out. Let's go. Let's see. All 3 are out. Now we'll see how many more I can get in without spilling and what my guess was. 12, 13, 14.
She's right.
That's 3 times your numbers. Okay, here we go. 16, 17. Let's see. 18.
How many did you guess, sir? My goodness.
Oh boy, how much did I guess? I got 21. So I got 3 more. I already won because I came closest, but let's see if we can do it. 19.
You have to do the shot now.
That's 20.
20.
Like it's probably
21. Yep, 21 dimes. These three weren't even close. How about you? Now it's time to tell you why this works and how to have some fun with your pals. Of course, I didn't drop it in like this. You want to slide it in. Keep the liquid calm and go one dime at a time. Here's why. The cohesive forces between liquid molecules at the surface bond more strongly, forming a surface film called the meniscus. So as the dimes increase the volume of the shot, the surface remains intact and rises without spilling over, allowing you to add a stunning amount of dimes. Of course, there's an easier approach. It's called cheating. So watch out for anybody who tries to dip their dime. Every drop he dabs makes room for more coins. 21 did it. Good game, everyone. Good game. Me, I like my contests fair and square. Game on, America. Thank you.